The leadership of the coalition of APC Democrats welcomes you all to this important press conference, put together to shed light on the unwholesome activities of the Speaker of the House of Representatives in recent times. It is a statement of fact that Speaker Gbajabiamila has indeed demonstrated an uncanny penchant for playing to the gallery on issues of national concern. Since he was elected as the Speaker of the House of Representatives on the platform of our great party, the All Progressive Congress. This disdain of Speaker Gbajabiamila for the APC-led federal government has reached an alarming crescendo with his constant attacks on the policies and programs of the government in an attempt to give a false impression to members of the unsuspecting general public with regards to democratic governance in the country. Speaker Gbajabiamila, as a high-ranking member of the APC, ought to know that his ascension to the office of the Speaker of the House of Reps was a function of the collective effort of the APC to ensure that all arms of government work in synergy towards delivering on the campaign promises of the APC-led federal government to the good people of Nigeria. The coalition of APC Democrats have in recent times cautioned the Speaker on his public grandstanding, which portrays the APC-led federal government in bad light. But he has instead carried on with impunity, not minding whose ox is God. The serial bashings and invitation extended to the President is the greatest insult that Mr. President has received. The Speaker cannot claim to be a party man, yet subjecting the President to public ridicule, which is just one of the numerous instances where his disdain and lack of respect for the President has been. The coalition of APC Democrats views such disposition as not only despicable, but an insult to the sensibilities of APC Democrats across the nook and cranny of Nigeria that toil tirelessly towards his emergence as Speaker of the House of Representatives. The case of Speaker Gbajabiamila is indeed that of ingratitude and disdain for the ideals of the APC as a party of democrats. He has also notoriously been rewarding those that finance his elections, while ignoring the efforts of the party in bringing him on board to be eligible to seek election into the office of the Speaker of the House of Reps. The coalition of APC Democrats state that, indeed, the unwholesome activities of Speaker Gbajabiamila is such that defeats common sense, as it can be best described as an act of ingratitude and a coup against the APC as a party. We also recall how he contributed to the End SARS campaign that almost tore the country into pieces by pretending to be a nationalist, whilst at the same time cheering the hoodlums to bring down the country. The coalition of APC Democrats consequently states in unequivocal terms that Speaker Gbajabiamila has lost our support, as it will be against all forms of morality for him to continue to occupy the office of the Speaker of the House of Reps. We are by this medium informing the members of the general public that the coalition of APC Democrats has passed a vote of no confidence on the Speaker of the House of Reps for gross abuse of office and complete disregard for the APC as a party. We therefore demand unequivocally that the Speaker resign his position in the national interest and allow any loyal member of the party to assume the position of Speaker in the interest of the party and the country. Speaker Gbajabiamila is a lesson in dishonesty and should not be trusted by the general public, as he has displayed his real tendencies which by and large is self-serving and dancing to the dictates of his paymasters. We also wish to state that Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila is not a Democrat, but an opportunist who strives in blackmail and public grandstanding, which is highly misleading and detrimental to the entrenchment of democracy in Nigeria.